Hello everybody, Cricket here, and I have a penny box today. I already opened it and it is circulated ends. That doesn't look like it, but yeah, you can see circulated ends. There's not much to say here. I'll just bring you back in for the first find. Number 1, 1956 wheat cent. No mint mark. 1956 Philly on the first roll. Roll number 3, I see a wheat cent popping out right here. Probably not going to be old. 1948 Philly. Roll number 4, 1951 wheat cent peeping out right here from Philly. Just like all the others. Number 5, another wheat cent here. Doesn't look gold. Probably going to be 40s or 50s. What is that? 1950s. I actually filled that spot in my latest hunt. 1950s wheat cent. This is the same bank. Actually, no, it's a different one, but it's also Chase. First mint mark wheat cent of the hunt. And there is lots of wheat cents. 5 rolls, 4 wheat cents. That's good. At this track, it's going to be 40 wheat cents in the box. Number 7, wheat cent number 5, 1953 D wheat cent. $1953D. 5th wheat cent, 7 rolls. This is a very good box. Let's see if we could keep at this pace. Roll number 8, wheat cent number 6. This box has no signs of stopping. 1945. I don't think there's a mint mark. Let me check. Philly. I also raised my scope because it was falling all the time, and now it's not falling anymore, so that's good. And though it's a bit further away, I could still check for varieties, easy peasy. That was the second to last coin in the roll. Lots of wheat cents for such a small amount of rolls. This is probably going to be the best box ever, other than that 1956 D over D box. Number 11, third coin in, 1952 wheat cent, 7th one of the hunt. Number 13, and I bring you in for an odd find. I've looked at every single 1971 coin, like like all the red ones, all the varieties and everything. And none of them have the same one as mine. It's slanted. Slanted like the 7. Super weird, and it looks even weirder without the scope. Focusing. Just give it a minute. There you go. You see that? So weird. I don't even know if this is a 1971 or failed 1977. Super weird. Have no idea what it is. But yeah, I'll keep it to the side for now. Number 15, super old coin here. 1916 wheat cent. I would have known by the back. Probably gonna be the oldest we find today, though I hope not. Number 18, wheat cent number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the box has slowed down at this pace. We're only gonna get 25 wheat cents. It's a common 1944, but 25 wheat cents is a lot for a box. And I'll take a 1944 all day. I'll bring it back in for the next find. 19, first Canadian of the box. 1995. Roll 21, I opened the roll and it smashed it. Coins went flying, some even landed around here. Gotta pick this all up, but I see 2 wheat cents. This is a 1944 wheat cent. I think it's our second one of the hunt. And where was the other one? Here. It's gonna be a date reveal, probably 40s. 1940, Philadelphia, second oldest of the box. I'll bring it back in if there's anything else in this runaway roll. 23, flattened and rolled out, and we have two oldies right next to each other. Right here, Wheatcent and Younghead. Let's see the date. 1963. And the Wheatcent is going to be from another 1950-60. Well, actually, it's the first one of the hunt. Always excited to look at these. And I don't see anything. The iPad's kind of blurry, but it's perfect for me. There, iPad's not that blurry anymore. Second 1956 of the hunt. Two oldies right next to each other. I've never had that before. That was cool. Roll 26. I see a Canadian. Where was it? Right here. $1973 Canadian cent. Older than I thought it would be. Didn't look like it was that old from the front. Second Canadian cent. These are all out of order, just a bunch of the side finds. And I'll bring it back in for the next find. Roll number 28. I flattened out the roll, and I see an old, I think old Canadian. King George. 1947 Canadian. New oldest Canadian. Pretty cool. King George found in the box. Roll number 31. 1952 Wheatcent. Peeping out of here. From Philly. Second one of the hunt. 32. I see a Wheatcent right there, looking newer. Yeah, probably 50s. Doesn't look too bad. What's the date there? 1957. 1957 Philly. Has a bit of red in it. Not too bad. Earliest find so far. Roll 38. 1952 Denver. I see right here. Let me put it in the scope. I don't see anything wrong with that D. Third one, and let me just check. That's just a 1964. And where was the other one? Here. 1960 Denver. I'll check it for any of the mint marked varieties. And I don't see it, so I'll bring it back in for the next find. Roll number 40, I see a Wheatcent peeping behind this Lincoln Memorial cent. Just in 1968. This one actually, I think, is going to be old. Another 1916. A second 1916. Cool. 104-year-old coin here. The second one. It's not as worn as the first one. Let me take look. That one's way better. Yeah. Pretty cool. Two 1916s. So that was close to being older. I said I wanted something older. That was pretty close. We could still got something older in the last 10 rolls, you never know. There is a type of Canadian cent before King George, that I don't have. I don't know what it's called or anything, but I've seen people find it and it looks cool. I would love them for my collection. I'm just gonna stop talking and bring it back in for the next find. Roll 43, another Canadian. Where did it go? Where did it go? Right here. 1983. I think that's the fourth Canadian, and two of them are old. So I'll bring you back in for the next find. Look how nice that wheat cent is. This is a red wheat cent. Not a stunner. A red wheat cent. 1958. Not a big surprise. So now we have a nice 1958 and a semi-nice 1957. But nothing will beat the reverse of that. I'm going to keep that reverse facing up. I love it. And I'll bring it back in for the next find. Roll number 46. 1955 wheat cent. Let's check it for any doubling. I don't even have a poor man's DDO. And I do not see it. So, first 1955 of the hunt. Gotta move all this to make space. There's only room for one more new date. No, wait, there's room for two more. Probably won't get that in the next 4 rolls, but you never know. Let's see if we could fill the board. Roll number 48. I found the first. 2009 S proof penny. So cool. I don't have a proof penny in my collection other than the one in 1964 proof set. This is so cool. And proofs are so hard to find. It'll be a good coin in my collection. Roll 1956 D wheat cent. Yep. Let's put it under the scope. Nothing wrong with it. It's super rare for something to be wrong with it. I've never seen Ralph on Treasure get a 1956 D over D. I'll bring it back in for the next find. There were no more finds. For the recap, we had 2 1916 wheat cents, 5 wheat cents from the 40s, and 13 from the 50s. A red brown 57, and a nice red 1958. Super nice. 2 old Canadians, a King George from 1947, and a young head from 1963. 4 modern Canadians, 1979, 1983, 1985, and 1995. That weird 1971 Lincoln cent, and a super nice 1972. Checked it for the DDO, it wasn't it. I checked them all. 6 S-Mint marks from 1969 to 1974. 69S, 70S, 71S, 73S, and 2 74Ss. We had 5 2009s, 4 of these, and 1 was a proof. The proof is the find of the box. It's my first proof I've ever found corner hunting pennies. The only other proof I found is a 2005S in the discard pile of after a nickel box before CoinKid even existed. So yeah, first proof found on CoinKid channel. And yeah, super cool find. I love it. And look, the rims. I just want to compare it. The rim is super thick. How did I not realize that? I don't think I was looking well. It's like 2 pennies thick. Super thick. So yeah, this was super cool. The 2009 is actually, well, fine. It's scratched up. Very scratched up, but I love the way it looks. I love that proof look. I've never seen one of these in person. Because the 2005S is also scratched up and doesn't look all black like this. And the 1964 proof set isn't like this. I love the way it looks. Look at this. Oh yeah, I love it. And that's all for this box. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.